Hello everybody, Iain Robson here for another edition of the All-American Farm. Alright, continuing on from where we last left off, we're just finishing up, picking up the bales here. We got about one load left, I think. One or two loads left. Not sure how many bales we ended up with in the end. I'll have to check that in a second. And that'll give us a chance to evaluate how much more efficient this setup is. So what I'll probably do is, in the future, I might just use a forge wagon a little bit, just to speed up the process, or so I can do other things at the same time. The baling aspect I can do, with courseplay, of course. However, the picking up process doesn't work so well with the courseplay, not with this, at least. You probably could do it if you really wanted to, but it would just be a little finicky. I think we got maybe, yeah, it's probably going to be like 2 loads left, unfortunately. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, maybe it's 1 load then. So that was about, what, 30 bales. 30 of the big bales, though, remember. They're not the small bales, so 30 bales of the big ones, so they're 6,000 liters each. Just to give you an idea, so it's quite a bit. For some reason I was messing around with the engine speed of the John Deere and I put it up really high, but it doesn't need to be that high at all, but I did. Alright, let's just see if we can't get these bales. Shouldn't take too long here, as long as I don't muck it up like that. What if I can get that still? Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see in a second here. We'll come back to it. Alright, so there should be only 1 load left, so that'll be good. I've just been stacking them where I've been stacking the other bales. But the nice thing about this thing is that you can stack this so much easier than the other ones, because you can just place it where you want to. The other ones don't really go where you want them to as easily. So you can make this a bit neater, I suppose, is what I'm trying to get at, using this bale stacker. I've never seen one of these in real life, but I'd be interested to see how this would look like in real life. I should really look that up on YouTube, actually, because I think this would be kind of an interesting device to see working properly. Primarily because, like, oh, this thing's so tippy. Primarily because of, like, the size of the bales, because these are enormous bales. In real life, I don't know how big they actually are, but probably the same size as they are in game. Really big. I don't know. I don't know what the actual size is, but I imagine if we were to, if I were to see this in real life, it would be, they would just be massive bales. Pretty, something you would see on like an industrialized, or an industrial farm, I guess you might call it. Anyhow. Alright, this is... sweet. That's the last one right there, it looks like. Excellent. Good. Do we have enough room? Yes. Look at that. Beauty. 3 loads. That's all we got. So we got 29 bales, I guess it was, with 1 left in there. I'm just going to leave it in there because I don't want to pick up another bale. Sweet. Let's take a quick little peek. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah. Look at that. Math is good. Alright, so let's move this guy back to the farm. I'm just going to leave the speed rower there because he's out of the way. And this is where the follow me mod would probably be helpful, but for now, just do this way. It's not that big of a deal. One of the things I want to do this episode is I wanted to buy another field, but I want to buy a field that's not necessarily close to our farm, just so we can exercise a little bit of trucking, I suppose is what I'm thinking of. There's actually a field way down there which I'd like to pick up. So let's just get this guy back to the farm, and then we'll get the other one back to the farm. And then what we'll do, actually, maybe we'll progress time a little bit. It's getting a little late in the day. It's funny, on this map, you can progress time like 1 day, and then everything will be ready to be harvested. That's almost, I think it's actually 2 days, but it just seems like it's really, really quick. Or much quicker than it needs to be, really, so. Alright. Let's just back this up here. Now, I know you wouldn't leave a bale in here, but I just didn't want to have to deal with picking up one more bale, especially in that location. Alright, there we go. Should be good. See that? Love that feature. More tractors should have it. Anyhow, this guy can stay over here. Let's hop into this guy. Whoa, what the heck? What the heck happened there? I have no idea. But whatever it was, it really didn't like it. Sheesh. Well, there you go. Flying tractor. Wow. That's strange. Why did it do that? Oh well. Anyways, let's take this back to the farm, and I'll show you the field I want to pick up in a moment. I want to buy a field first, then another tractor if we have the money to do so. Actually, let's just take a quick little peek at the barley, sugar beets. We don't have any sugar beets. We have wheat coming in a day or two. Canola's still on the low side. Sugar beets are worth so much on this map, it's ridiculous. Canola at the end's worth 1,100 port. So what we're going to do is we're just going to unload these bales first. Actually, what I'm going to do is going to leave them on the trailer for the time being. The funny thing is, like, if you think about this, what would happen in real life? Could you imagine storing hay bales outside? Just, you know, you could do it, like, totally. The problem would be that if you were to do it without them being covered, like just all over the place like these ones are, I imagine you would run into problems with, you know, spoilage, right? Like, think about that. Animals aren't going to want to eat these. Let's just say that. If I can do this from in-cab. Oops, let's turn the other way, I guess, then. Nope, that would be kind of difficult. Maybe if I do this. Yeah, look at that. That's terrible. Alright. Now, this is where you'd probably have a spotter. In my case, I'll just do this. There we go. A little bit further. Perfect. Now, I really will need the telehandle for that now. But it may not make a difference because the size of those bales are different. So it's be like maybe one of each, I don't know. Because I know, like, could you imagine that little tiny Ford trying to handle those bales? It'd be ridiculous. Alright, let's go put this guy away. Sure, right here. Now let's put him closer to the bale stuff. I'm running out of space, apparently. Alright. What I was thinking about doing, actually, is changing this tractor out, too, for one of the... for one of Ago's newer tractors. I think one I have is the S7E16, I think it is, maybe. There we go. Perfect. That can stay there. Alright, let's do a little bit of land purchasing. Alright, assume this works well. So 11, how much is 11? 11 is 740,000. Okay. So that's the one I want to buy. Primarily because it's like one of the furthest ones away from the field. Or I could do 3 too, I suppose. Either one would really work. I think it's the same price anyways. Oh no, it's cheaper. So let's go ahead and buy field 11. And then we'll be left with less than 300,000. Which is not enough for what I wanted to get. Or is it? No, it is. There we go. Perfect. So now we have field 11, and let's go ahead and buy something else. I realize we actually don't need this anymore because the bales we have right now won't auto-load, and we don't have smalls, normals, none of those bales. We don't have sheep, so I'm just going to sell that. Get out of my way. We can sell the bale shifter too. I've never actually used this, but it looked kind of cool, so we don't need this. It's going to be in our way too. Where's the other thing that's going to be in my way? Not those. Where is it? These twin rows are in my way, and I don't use them, so they're just going to stay there. Okay, and this can be sold too. No, never mind. We're gonna need that. Okay, so let's go ahead and buy something else. Alright, so... do we have enough money? We do have enough money for a harvester. But that would be it. So let's do this first then. No, let's do something else. It was going to be a new harvester or a new tractor, but I wanted to do a tractor first. So let's get one of these guys here. Get one of the Case Steiger 500s. With triples or with road tracks. Triples or road tracks. Let's go for this one right here because it's cheaper. Save a little bit of money. Excellent. And let's reset that guy right there. Take a quick little peek. Nothing too crazy here. This is one of the Case Steiger 500s. This is from American Eagle Modding, if you're wondering. Looks very similar to a Case 600 Steiger. It's probably because it's very similar. I should really change out some of these guys. So this guy, actually, this is better than I remember it being. Looks pretty good, actually. So there we go. We have a Case one now. And the reason why we want to get... does it have in-cab sound? No, it doesn't. That's unfortunate. I want to get this guy so we can have... oh, it's got a nice smooth turn, though. So that's the... that T9 actually has more horsepower, actually. I believe it's got 600. This has only got 500 something. Let's check that, actually. I'm kind of curious now. I believe the T9 has more horsepower, though. So, based on this has 500 horsepower, and the T9 has... moment of truth. Yeah, 669 horsepower, apparently, so there you go. Alright, so we can get this guy on the Cedar, and we do need to buy that Cedar part as well, or the other tank. I meant to buy that last episode, just totally forgot about it. Alright, so let's do that before I forget about it again. Is it here? Which one is it? This one right here, I believe. I wonder if you could attach this to the bulk is ideal solution for transporting bulk to the field. No. You can refill single or double anhydrous tanks. Trailer or any other fertilizing. Okay. Doesn't do what I wanted to do then. So we could get this, which is the... see, the weird thing is this carries fertilizer, and the other thing carries the seed. I don't know. I guess this is the way it works. That's a little silly. Let's get this then. So this is 32. And let's just leave it at the shop, because it's going to get really full really fast. Okay. Let's move on to the next stage, which is harvesting. But while we harvest, we are going to need to deal with a couple things. So let's just go over here. We're just going to sprint to the field, take a quick little review or check the field out to make sure everything's A-okay. Yep, looks like a field, looks like it's ready. No, I just want to come over here so I can see and make sure everything's okay. And let's hop over to here because our eggs collect relatively fast. And now I have any telehandle. That's closest, I guess. Let's come back over here then and check on our fields. Oh, it's a misty morning today. Because we want to get a harvest started, but we need to seed at the same time. We also need to deal with the silage just sitting at the BGA. Really, you down to that much straw already again? Sheesh. Growth. Oh, they're almost ready here. Maybe it'll be an afternoon harvest. Oh. Let's see if we can't go a little bit further. Maybe a mid-evening. I'm just going to save the game here, just in case. You never know. You might go past the time when all the fields are ready to go. Let's see. Early the next day. Yeah, see right there? Oh, but you know, I realized this is all the same. It's getting a bit cloudy there. I have to be careful. Alright, so let's get this harvest started. This isn't very helpful. And by not very helpful, I mean we only have one combine that has the right kind of header. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to put this header, let's just raise it up here. Just going to put it on the trailer here, which is where it's supposed to be anyways, right? Alright, let's do this. Let's get this lined up properly here. I don't know if those pedals actually move that particular way, but it looks like maybe they do, I don't know. Alright, let's load this up. There we go. That should be good. Excellent. So, in lieu of buying a case combine, we got the case tractor there because it looks better with a Burgo by a long shot, and the Nutritiller there. What we're going to do is going to buy another flex draper head, so we can have two combines going on the same field at the same time, which will look kind of cool. No, we don't want a corn header, Ian, we want one of these. We just have enough money for that. So let's reset that. So now we have two combines running on the same field, and then we'll have two tractors unloading at the same time. And if we get enough money, I will get a case combine, because I do like those big 9630s. That looks small. Why does it look so small? I don't know why, but it definitely looks small for some reason. Maybe it's because I've been seeing the other things. I guess that 18-row corn header looks enormous. That's the problem. Now, the question is, how to deal with this in terms of courseplay. I honestly don't think courseplay is going to work in this scenario. There's a couple ways you could deal with it if you really, really wanted to use courseplay. You could change up. I should fill this up actually. You could change it up in the sense that you could cut the field in half and have one combine going on one side of the field and one combine going to the other side of the field. That's a definite possibility. You could use hired workers, and I don't know if I have that set up or not. I don't think I do. But you could use hired workers, and there's a feature where you can use the hired workers to go like one. I don't know how you even say it. You can use it so the hired workers skip a pass, I guess is the best way to say it. So you can do it that way. So that's the other way you could do it. But I'm just going to hire out two workers in this context. I don't need the straw. I have lots and lots and lots of straw, so I'm not that worried about it. I do need to get these guys set up. I could just do them on two separate fields, actually. Maybe I'll... really? Maybe I'll just do that. Nah, let's do it on the same field. I don't think we've ever done it on the same field before. Oh, it takes forever. Do it in the same field for once and see how that goes. So while we're waiting for that, let's get this guy hooked up here. This is going to be... So we're going to get... we'll have the Fenta, I guess, and we'll have the John Deere. I don't know how powerful a tractor you actually need, because that tractor's a little bit less horsepower than this one. Not by much, though. What would it be? Field 2, unload. Field 2... Could... Nah. Let's just do it as an unload. Apparently I have 2 unload courses. Okay, well, let's set it up properly, because I don't know which one's which. That's always the problem. If you have 2 courses and you're not sure which one's which, you could try figuring it out or fiddling with it, but in this context, I'm just gonna do it this way because it'll probably be quicker. And let's start from these trailers do look pretty cool. I don't know why I've not used them before. I have no idea. Yep, I really have no idea why I've never used them before. I hope that Fent doesn't have wither wheels, because that would be slightly annoying. Alright, so let's do it this way. And we'll have them well, I want these guys to refill. I was going to do it this way, but because we have the other field now, we can use the overloader there, but this would actually be faster than using an overloader, I think, because of the size of these particular tippers, because they are pretty large. And I want these guys to refuel themselves, so I need to move those combines now. Great. And this guy's full, so let's get him working. So we have 2 John Deere combines. We will get a case combine. Don't worry, those people who want case. We did get the case tractor, and technically the nuclear stuff is case too, I suppose, right? But I understand. People are very passionate about which brand they love, so I just like the color green. Which is surprising because I don't have that many Colossus tractors, but there's just so much variation on the quality of Colossus mods I've discovered. There's some really good ones, and there are some terrible ones as well. And I think that's the reason why I'm always slightly reluctant to use them. The only problem is I don't know how they're going to handle the road. Well, we're going to find out. Let's just line this guy up. I'm going to hire workers. I don't normally hire workers, but in this context, it really doesn't really make a difference at all. I want him to chop the straw, because I don't want it. Good. Let's hop in the other combine here. Let's fill this guy up. Actually, we'll do this first. That's funny, because you can do that with Courseplay. You can just kind of hop out of the vehicle and then do what I just did there. Perfect. Take a little loop around here. Drive straight back to the field. And that's pointing right through the wall there, apparently. Jeez. So if I were, I guess if I were unloading stuff or taking stuff to a sell point as well, it'd be kind of rough, but in this context, it's not too bad. I just don't want the 2 tractors running into each other, I guess. So that is F2 unload. There we go. And in this context, because you're going to have 2 combines in the field, I'm just going to leave it an automatic search, and it should be fine for that. No combine in reach. So if I do this, you should pick it up. Excellent. And let's go back to this combine for a second. You know what's going to happen? As soon as I get this set up, I'm just going to sit there and watch and be like, oh, looks so cool, and just stop. Anyways, let's hop over here. We get so many eggs. It's crazy. I really need to see if I really need to look into the XML, so if I can increase the amount of eggs this coop can handle, because 57 eggs doesn't feel like it's very much. Not a lot at all, but let's check on the chickens while we're waiting here. Hey, chickens. Actually, I have a friend who, in the United States, he, oh, this guy's gonna need to be a lot faster than this. Or else he'll get, I don't know, I set him to go here not a while ago, but, that combine has been going for a little bit now, and he's like, hey, I'm full, come on, empty me, but because the tractor was on a slow progress. Let's see what this looks like. I don't remember what it looks like when it fills up. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Looks like it's plasticky though. It's a bit strange. It does carry quite a bit, and the one big problem with this is that, oh, they are hard workers. That's right. So they're just gonna chill out there until they're done. That is annoying. That's the one downfall. So I'll have to set these guys to start driving at, where is it? Start at 25%. Only so, the reason why I'm doing that, just so they can actually get there before they have to be there. Set this guy at 25% as well. Might be a little overkill, and it probably is, but just the way it's going to be. Alright, so F2 unload, there we go. Let's get this rolling here. Now what I could, I suppose, do, let's just check the prices again, because maybe the sugar, potatoes are starting? Sweet. The inn, oops, I want this. No automatic, let's go. Engage. As Captain Picard would say for those people who like Star Trek. Alright, this guy's probably full. Excellent. So I'm going to set this guy up on the other side of the field. So, going to have them on opposite sides of the field, and then they'll meet in the middle. And the reason why I'm starting on that field first is, if you recall, as you can see, it's the one that's matured the fastest. So that's the problem I have run into. So, and we'll see how this works. I don't normally do this. It'd be nice if you could set Courseplay up so it could work two things at the same time, like run the same course, but I could shift them, but the problem, or like adjust their XY, I suppose is what I'm thinking of. But the problem I'll run into there is, really? Gotta run into traffic right there. But the problem you're going into is that if you like adjust their XY in the sense that you can put them over a certain number of meters or whatnot, you can do it that way. But the problem is they'll run into each other, or you'll miss a whole big chunk, one or the other. All right, there we go. Perfect. And this guy is stuck in traffic. You would be, wouldn't you? Ugh. There he goes. So what I'll do is request and request. Oh, he's already going. Sweet. And I think that should be fine with two combines going at the same time. I think normally you'd probably start in the same place, not in opposite spaces if you're driving, but because it's automatic, this guy's going to go to the other one, this one's going here. If I only set them to one particular combine, which I could do, I suppose, and have them continually unload that one combine. Like, I didn't seem to have a problem with that field over there, or with the didn't seem to have a problem with the road, which is what I was wondering about. These guys fill up so fast, it's ridiculous. Like, they're set to, like, they're going really, really slow. And they are still filling up this fast. I probably don't even need to fertilize these fields, to be honest with you. Like, that's how much I've been making from this. Just like, you know what I can do? I can get this guy rolling too. I don't really need to, but that's the funny part. Like, when you have this set up, you can just be like, okay, well, this has grown. Well, actually, it's not bad texture. One of the things I noticed on the Spring Hill Valley map, I was watching TCGG Rob, and the grass looks fantastic on that map. Anyways, random observation. So, yeah, he's just going to stop here. Is he going to be at the right offset? I don't know. No, looks like he's going to miss it. That's the one problem with these guys. Or these combines. I don't know why, but with these combines specifically, when you try to set up course play for the very first time, it won't adjust it properly. Really? You're not going to... That's a bit odd. Why won't you unload? Maybe I'm just too close. That's probably what it is. Alright. Any particular reason you're not unloading your combine? That's weird. I wonder what that is. It shouldn't really be doing that, but... I wonder why. Take two, I suppose. Let's give this one more try here. Alright, that's a bit strange. Never had that problem before. Well, that's not true. I guess I have had that problem before, but it doesn't normally happen because most combines unload. Alright, fine. Be that way. Just drive on then. Maybe the other one will be fine. Actually, what they'll do, I'll do it this way. Maybe if I do it manually. I don't know. That's really strange. It's always funny when you're playing Farming Simulator and you're like, la 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 la, and then it's like, what the heck happened here? That's how I play, at least. Okay, well, maybe that's the reason why. Alright, engine is started. Do I have to turn on the auger? I don't think so. That's strange. The other one works perfectly fine, and this one does not like it. Maybe it's the tractor. I'd be a little surprised if the tractor was a problem. Which really doesn't make any sense at all, but... Weird. I have no idea the reason for that. Okay, let's change... Wow, really? The body type was what was making the difference? That's just silly. So this body type was fine, but the other one wasn't. Maybe it just wasn't recognizing as a... I don't know. That's weird. It must have not been recognizing it as a place you could empty into. No, no, no. Don't drive in his way. I suppose I did tell him to drive off. Alright. There. And he's just gonna do his thing now. There. That should be fine now. Is he gonna drive into the tractor? No. Or combine, I should say? No. Good. Where is our GMC? Let's hop in that guy for a quick sec. So this is the nice part about having the GMC, because now I can just hop into this guy and go give our cows a little bit of straw. Because we got lots of straw just hanging out in our feed complex, whatever we call it. I don't know. It works out perfectly in this context. Straw. Let's pick that up right there. Excellent. Good, good. I think Hitman says that sometimes. I blame you, Hitman. I think you're the one who says that. And now I've picked it up. I don't know. I got nothing. I don't know. Him and I end up talking a lot because he is because the time I go on TeamSpeak, I often am on the same time as he is because we're both from Canada and the time zones aren't that crazy here. Like in comparison to like UK, for example, where in the UK it would be, you know, 5 hours in advance, where with him it's only a few hours in advance. So anyways, let's get these cows a little bit of straw here. The only reason I'm doing it this way as opposed to using the feeder is just because this is double the capacity, whereas the feed mixer is, you know, a lot less. And of course, if you're making I'm not making feed either, I suppose. Technically, I don't know. I don't know how it would even work. If you used a... I suppose if you use something else, it might be fine. A lot of these days, actually, in dairy farms, people are using wood chips and sawdust, or not sawdust, I think it is, and some other compounds to pick up that are more absorbent than straw, which is interesting. So that's a little bit of a problem right there. Oh well. Alright, this guy's full. Alright, so half an hour has rolled by again. Holy cow. Alright, so this time, I guess, next episode, I guess, we will start on the other field, I suppose. Alright, folks, that's it for today. My name's Iain Robson. Been Farming Simulator 2013 coming at you from the All-American Farm. Catch you guys later.